I'll read. So, welcome to the August update for Driftometer, Canny Drifters Driftometer. Starting, you can see that I'll just go to the summary at the bottom here. We've done £1,951 profit this month, which is down 676 on last month. Takes our average monthly profit or earnings this year to 1,293 per month on average. There's a few reasons why it's down on last month, and I'll go through those as I go down the list. So starting with each way sniper, then that's a lot lower than last month and the month before. We did lose lads on the 1st of August, but didn't really impact it for the first 7 days. I think, like everyone else, I seem to get the majority. Well, in fact, I was 800 and odd pounds up by the 7th of August, by the end of the 7th. So the first 7 days, the first week, I was over £800 up, and I thought, into this is going to be another great month. But it didn't turn out like that. We then went on to lose about £300. So you can see the breakdown here. 492 on man and 83 on boy. So man is my account where I can still get 250 each way on, and boy is where I can only get 25 pence each way on mainly. I like to do that. I've got 2 subscriptions for sniper. Reason being is if you put your 25 pence each way into your big bets, you find that I don't know, I was getting a bit demoralised with it because I just find that sort of Sky and Bet365 at the time, I haven't got Bet365 at all now, but I was finding that Sky, you would always get your big winners on Sky at 25 pence. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to separate them off, and I think it's worked quite well. So you can see I've done £492.30 profit on the big one and £83.93 on the ones where I'm just doing 25 pence each way. So that gives me a total of 576 there. Obviously down on the last couple of months, but the last 3 weeks of August have been horrendous, really. It's not even just the losses, it's also the number of bets. The number of bets seems to have been way down. I think there has been problems with the software, but I'm hoping that's sorted now. But we'll just see how that goes in September. The other thing to mention is my £2.50, me man, £2.50 each way bets are up to £3 each way on the 8th of August. So everybody can blame me. I'm laughing because it kind of coincides with the absolute terrible run we've had since like the first week in August. £800 up in the 1st of August. I think I got a bit greedy on the first week. And so on the 8th after the 7th, and I was £800 up, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to up this from 250 and hope I don't lose the account. I did update it for 2 days to 375 each way, so £7.50 per bet. I think that was the 8th and the 9th of August, but I realised on the 9th that Paddy Power were, I can't remember if it was Paddy or Coral, it was one of the two, because that's the only 2 I've got left. One of those 2, I wasn't getting all of my bets on at higher odds, because there obviously was some kind of stake restriction there, but obviously that wasn't something I could say at £2.50, so I reduced them down to £3, and it seems to have been fine since. I'm not getting anything in the error log to say I can't get those bets on, so I think £3, the sweet spot in relation to the stakes, but not the sweet spot as I've lost more money because we've had a bad last 3 weeks of August. I mean, I've actually lost about £300 there in the last 3 weeks of August. I know some people are showing a slight profit in the last 3 weeks, but I've actually made quite a big loss. So I will keep an eye on those stakes, and I might just reduce them back down to 250 if I have any more problems with stake restricted bets. As for the 25 pence one, that's been going fine. I mean, my Sky account's gone up from about like £90 to £100 up to about 170. So the majority of the bets are Sky, and the majority of the profit is Sky as well there. So I don't know how long that'll last, putting 25 pence each way bets on, and I need to have a look to see if I'm still stake restricted more than that, because it might be that some of the higher odds bets aren't getting on, but I haven't actually looked at that yet. One thing to mention with the each way sniper as well, I'm not spending any time on it at all now. I'm not going in daily and exporting data. I'm going in monthly and doing that. If I want to see daily numbers, I'm using the profit and loss chart. That's what I've done in August, and that's why I haven't been doing as many updates on the Discord server for my stats, is because I'm just going to let it run for the month. I think one person, I can't remember who it was on Discord, mentioned it just do a hands off and just leave it. It's a numbers game, so it will work itself out. It should always be profitable. I'm just going in every other day or so now and having a look to see if there's an update. It does tell you now in the software there's been an update to the software to tell you there's an update available. And it puts it in red writing on the top right of the screen. So I just go and check to see if that's there. If it's there, I stop the software running, come out, go back in, do the update, and then start it running again. Simple as that. So I'm only planning, like, it'll be the 30th of September now at the end of the day, when I just export the data and put it into my spreadsheet and then get the updated figures. I'm still running the spreadsheet that's on the Discord server there. It's just I'm only updating it once a month now instead of daily. It just takes up too much of your time. I know it's only 5 or 10 minutes, but it's 5 or 10 minutes a day. And I know a lot of newcomers, that's fine doing that. I mean, I've done it until July there. So I've done it about 8 months. And, you know, when I first started as well, I was looking at things hourly. I was going and watching the races and everything, but I'm not doing any of that now. Just, I don't have the time. So this 576 there is just based on pure profit for doing nothing, really. The odd time updating the software, and sort of 10 minutes at the end of the month there. A couple of nights ago, 10 minutes just exporting the data. So moving on to affiliate marketing, and I've mentioned before that about 80, 90, well, probably 90% of the income there is from recommending Each Way Sniper to everybody. And thanks again for anybody who's supporting the channel by using any links I put out there to use. But like mainly that's Each Way Sniper. And because that system is now closed, the official line from Mike, who develops the software, is it's full. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. That's the official line. If people cancel, or people start cancelling and there's free spaces free up, he did say to me at a point in the future it may open up again for new people to join, new subscribers. So the only way you can really get involved in Each Way Sniper now is to use the manual version. And I know a lot of people, well, maybe not a lot of people, but some people do that. They want to have a look at the bets and see whether they want to put the bet on, rather than like Each Way Sniper auto determining that and just trying to get them on. Which is fine if you've got the time to do that, but you have to sit in front of the machine during the racing day, horse racing day, and then see what bets do come up and whether you want to get on them. I don't have that time, so it's not something I've ever looked at or entertained. But if you use an auto, you can see on the Each Way Sniper screen the bets pop up. That's similar to what you see on the manual, I believe, and you just go in and manually place the bets on the bookies as and when. Okay, so because that Each Way Sniper auto affiliate link is now redundant, if you like, I'm not making any income from that, so that's why that's dropped a bit. So it's probably likely to only drop in future unless I pick up any more affiliate marketing programs. And I am looking at a couple, but the problem is I need to test them first, because when I came on this channel, I always said like I'd try and test stuff and put something out there if it was profitable, and then just ditch anything that was not profitable or anything that was just like a scam or overhyped and things like that, and put the associated reviews on my website. I haven't been doing that as of late with working during the days I've been working, so I haven't had the time to do it. So I am going to sort of look at other things going forward, because I know, well, you can see that Each Way Sniper is sort of probably getting less and less income from me, so I need to find some other income streams. As things drop off, we need other things to replace them, basically, because we need multiple eggs and multiple baskets, if you like. I'll keep going on about that as well. So the affiliate marketing's dropping a bit, but I'm not too concerned about it, because it does only really consist of Each Way Sniper. Betting gods then, I'm ditching this now as well. I'm not doing any more in September. I'm cancelling my subscription for the Premier Greyhound tipster. I haven't done it yet, but I am going to. I haven't placed any bets yesterday or today being the 2nd of September. The reason being it's just taking up a bit too much of my time for the profit I'm getting back there. You can see that according to Premier Greyhound tipster, he made 11.02 points profit in August, but the bets I put on, I only made 7.52. That is because when I'm working, it doesn't sound much. You only get like at the most one bet a day, and you just put it on when you get it, but you have to manually go and put it on. And I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, and it's only like a couple of seconds to put a bet on, a couple of minutes at most to find. I go on odds checker, find the best odds for that bet, and then place the bet at the best odds I can get, which are quite often not as high as that. Sometimes I don't do it and I just leave it until the last minute, and I sometimes get somewhere near, but sometimes you get nowhere near, and then sometimes I don't even put the bet on at all because either I forget or I just don't get it on in time. But anyway, I got 7.52 profit, so times that by me £5 stakes. I'm still running at £5 stakes as well. I was hoping to have upped them by now, but I just haven't had the, I don't know. I was going to say I haven't had the reason to do so, but I should have done it really. But I'm still using £5 stakes anyway. So I've got a £37.60 profit there. Now, it's not the 2 minutes putting the bets on. It's like this bit here. This is given to each month on the dashboard of the Betting Gods site. But I do like to validate it, so I just list all the bets in a spreadsheet, and I put the price in that the tipster says they're getting, and I also put my price in that I got, and then whether it won or lost and stuff. So I'm keeping the track of both, and it's that what's causing the time really. And for 38 quid a month at the minute, I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to do it in September and October. It's not a case I'm not going to do forever. I'll probably pick it up November and December when I've finished working on the campsite. When I've got more time, when I've got days to myself, I'll be able to get on it a lot more. Be able to get on like a carb on it. So I'm ditching that one for September and October, and with a probability I'll have a look in Betting Gods at November time when I've got more time on my hands, and we'll have a look to see who's doing better, which bookies to get on with, and I'll probably get on one or two bookies and try and up my stakes as well from £5 to £10, something like that. Some of you, or most of you, might know I got severely gubbed by lads on the 1st of August, so I can no longer place ACCA insurance bets. So that's I think every month I've said I'm going to start doing this, and I was really hyped up to start doing it again when the season started, but it's not to be. I will look in Odds Monkey to see if there's any other ACCA insurance ones. I think Paddy do one, but I'm not even sure if I can get on Paddy's because my Paddy account's gubbed, just not fully state restricted. But yeah, lads that sent me an email, I can't even place a bet. The account's still open, but I can't place a bet, so I just withdrew my money that I had in at the time. Looking at it, I was hoping to get back to like these February-March numbers, although they were taking a little bit of my time. I wasn't going to record them as much, like do the admin on them, but we'll see how that goes. I'll see if I can find another bookies who does it, but I did pick lads because it looked like the most preferable at the time when I started doing it. Odds Monkey, I got a couple of free bets and stuff, so I basically just went in there and made sure I covered the subscription fee. I did actually, strangely enough, there's a couple of Betfair Exchange subscriptions. One's 5%, where you're meant to then get the odd free bet and stuff, or sports promotions, I think they call them. And one's 2%. You only pay 2% commission on your trades, but you're not meant to qualify for any sporting bets and sports promotions. But they actually sent me, I'm still on the 2% commission. They did actually send me two £5 free bets during the month of August, so I used them and made about probably 8 or 9 quid off them. And then I've done a few other bits and pieces that come through on my email. I miss most of them, to be honest. I don't have the time to do them. I've kind of stopped doing matched betting, but I do like to keep my Odds Monkey subscription going, which is $19 or $19.99 a month, because it's gone up quite a bit now. I think it's 25 or 30 even. But because when I subscribed so early on, you keep your subscription price. If it ever goes up, I'll probably bin it. But at the minute, I'm just keeping it to see if there's anything. And then again in November, December time, when I've got more time on my hands, I'll probably look through it and see if there's any promotions I can get on. Although I am severely restricted on a lot of accounts now, but I can obviously sign up to any new accounts. I haven't even signed up to things like Unibet, springs to mind at the minute, which can go on each way sniper as well. I haven't even signed up with them yet, so there is scope there. But I'm just gonna, for September and October, the plan is to cover the £19 subscription by just making enough to cover it. So I have done there. I've got £10 profit there. And then November and December, I'll have a bigger look to see if we can get on more stuff. It's time and reward, really. I'm trying to cut out stuff that takes up a lot of time for a little reward. TaskRabbit, we're not doing any of that at the moment. Exponential Bet went to the cleaners in May. Betfair trading, then we've made £160 on Betfair trading, which has been pretty good, and that's been helped by the 4-dog strategy I'm running. Last month we had a total of £89 profit, which was up 13 for the month. This month we've got a total of 215 profit, which is up 125 for the month. So we've got £125 profit for August there. And that's literally just the BizPop 70 dog strats. I'm doing a 15%, 17.5%, 20%, and 25%. It's been up and down really until the last month. July it was going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why we've only done £13 profit. But August, it just seems to have gone one way, and that's been up. In fact, even the 215 now, it's still continuing because we're up to 221 now. And I've just posted in the Discord server. It's up to 221. That's my new marker because I've upped the stakes from 20 pence to 25 pence. So now run 25 pence a stake. So if it go, that's like 25% more. So if the profit goes the same way, we'll be getting 25% more profit. Assuming it goes up, we'll obviously get 25% more loss if it starts going down. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it's been looking good like the whole of August now. It just seemed to have that one rocky month in July where, it seemed to go up to like 100. It couldn't break past the 100 total profit barrier. And I remember going back down to like, I think 60, 70 quid total profit. And I thought, this is just plummeting now. And then it just climbed again. And then just continued climbing. Now we're at the point where it's over 200 total profit. So it's just gone one way. So I'm just hoping that's going to continue. If it doesn't, then we'll obviously reassess the 25 pence. But I've only updated it to 25 pence this morning. I didn't want to go into... I should have done it on the 1st of September for the start of the racing, but I just didn't get around to it. So I've started that this morning. So the morning of the 2nd, it's only 1 day lost. And then GS is the Juice Storm strats. I don't want to go on too much about them because for obvious reasons, but some people are using them, some people have sort of ditched them, and that's mine. I'm just keeping them going because they run automatically. You don't need to do anything other than total up your winnings, which you don't really need to do if you don't want to know, but obviously I need to do it for this channel. So I had a total of £44.86 profit, which is up £34.15 for the month of August. At the very end of July, on the 31st of July, we were showing a profit of about £10 there. So we made £10 in July, which wasn't the whole month, and then we've done £34 in August. So those two totals there, 125 and your 34 gives us the 160. It's 159.95 to be precise, but it's just rounding to keep whole numbers here. Bet247 Pro, that's actually, if you go on the website, it's actually recovered, which is typical. We just jumped on at totally the wrong time. I am going to see what that does in September, and I am thinking, and people might cringe at this, but I am thinking about jumping back on. I just love the system. Didn't love the way the numbers went during July. Well, I think it was the end of June and most of July, and basically everybody stopped. Everybody on our channel stopped anyway. I think there's still a few going doing it, but maybe not who follow me. But I am going to have another look at it because it has actually recovered in August, and it is slightly up as well compared to what it was in June. So it is going in the right direction, albeit if you flatten this out, then looking at these numbers here, if we put August in here, this would be quite a high positive number. I haven't got it because I wasn't doing it, so I'm not going to put it in there. Just being transparent. But if you did put August number in there, it would be quite a high green number, and it would just show that it was a blip in 1 month of July at the minute. Obviously, these things are long term. You've got to think long term. I know a lot of people are saying on our channel that it wasn't proven over the summer months because I think it only started last November, which is fair enough. It wasn't proven over the summer months, but my counter argument to that would be, well, it was positive in June and it's positive in August. The only bad month it had was July. So overall, it's just slightly up in the summer if you class June, July, August as summer. So take from that what you will. I'm going to have another look at it. I'm going to get the figures for August. I'm going to put them into my Bet247 Pro spreadsheet, and I will be having another look at some point. Keep it green. That's a slow burner. It is making a profit. It made £2 in July, but wasn't the whole of July, and it's made £4 profit in August. That's on £1 stakes, so I do need to up that. That was the other problem with Bet247 Pro. Your minimum stake had to be £10 because it was based on the BSP liability. Whereas Keep It Green, you can start with a minimum of the back bet, which is £1 on Betfair. And that's what I was doing. Now the subscription fee is 15, so I've actually lost a little bit here trialing it. Lost 13 that month, and I've lost 11 this month because the subscription price is £15 a month. Now I would have to up my stake, which I'm going to do. I haven't done it yet. It's the 2nd of September. I haven't done it yet, but I will need to update the stake and the bank. I probably need to update it. For example, if I updated my stake from £1 to £5, this profit in August would have been £20, which would have left me a net profit of £5 after the £15 subscription. So I will probably have to up my stake quite substantially from £1 to £5 just to get some kind of profit. It is, like I say, it's a slow burner. It's equivalent of having, say, £100 in a bank account and just looking at it periodically at the interest. It's that kind of thing, because this was a £100 bank I started with £1 stakes. Now I am going to have to up that to a £500 bank and £5 stakes. Otherwise, the subscription fee is just eating too much into it. But I do like it. It's automated. It's on a system called BetJet, I think. BetJet Cloud, BetJet.cloud, something like that. I've done a video on it. Look at the video. Or if I haven't done a video, I'm going to do a video soon anyway, because I want to go through how it works and everything. I think I've done a video. I'm not sure now. My head's a shed at the minute. So Forex trading, that's been disappointing for two reasons. Not just the £21 loss. In fact, I'd say that's probably the least disappointing part of it. The biggest disappointing part of it, it placed 3 trades. It still only placed 3 trades. It placed them all on the very first day, on the 31st of July. And in the whole of August, it sold one off at a loss of about, I don't know, I think 15 quid, if memory serves. And it's still got the other 2, and it's placed no more trades. Yet when I was doing it in test, it was placing like multiple trades a day. And it's ridiculous the way it's gone on. I'm thinking about stopping it and resetting it and trying to start it again in case something's actually gone wrong there. Because I've changed the bot as well to be what I was using in test. And in test, like I say, if the price was dropping, it was keep placing more and more trades. So when the time come and the price recovered, it sold each trade off in turn at a profit as the price recovered. And all it's literally done is it's just so boring. It's actually bored us to death. It's placed 3 trades on the 31st of July. It sold one off at mid-August for £15 loss. Why it sold it off, I have no idea. Must mean because it come to a stop loss or something. And it's still got the other 2, and it still hasn't placed any other trades. It's like chalk and cheese from test to live. It's a bit like, think of it like Betfair bot manager for those who are experienced with it. When you run it in sim mode and then in real mode, it's like chalk and cheese as well. It's totally different. But I don't know whether to cut me losses. I need to have a quick think about this one. I need to cut me losses and just because I'm down to 79 quid profit there. Mind the other, it's actually less than that because the other two trades are still running at a loss as well. So if I sold those off, they would this would be bigger than a £21 loss. I need to think about it because I'm either thinking of cutting my losses, topping it back up to 100 quid and starting again and trying to see if we can get it running like we did in test where it was multiple trading a day, or whether just to stop it altogether. I do like the idea of the forex trading, but it's obviously taxable because it's stocks and shares. So I might replace it. If I do stop it altogether, I want to try and have a look at the I know the AV trading or AV trading or Axie. Is it Axie trading? I was actually looking at eToro when that video from Profit Boss came out for Axie trading, and I don't know. I'm just a bit concerned that it might just be out there for the affiliate commission. I don't want to disregard it, but I need to have a little bit more time to have a look because I was actually, like I say, I was looking at eToro because that was the most popular one on the market, or the market leader, if you like. But I've heard a few good things about it and a few bad things, so I'm just waiting to see how this actually pans out and see who's using it and whether they are getting profit from it. 30% commission as well didn't sit initially, but I know what people are saying, well, you don't do anything for it, but it's still quite a high commission. It's 30%. It's 30% of your profit. But anyway, forex trading. I want to try and if I can get it going live, like it was in test, I'll be happy enough. But I haven't got to that stage yet, so I will sort of persevere with it for a little while. It's had like a month now, and I'm not impressed. So I need to do something with it. And then the last one, Campsite Warden. I did say initially this was 6 months, which due to the end of this month, end of September. I can't believe where the time's gone. It doesn't even seem like 6 months whatsoever. Well, it's actually only been 5 saying that. But Campsite owner has already approached me and Mrs. D and asked if we want to stay for another month. The campsite will die down during September, already has since Bank Holiday Monday just gone. And the campsite will die down, and he's got a property attached to the campsite, and he wants to do a bit of work on that, and he also wants to go away for a week or so, get some holiday, because the campsite's open 12 months a year, not 24 months a year. It's open 12 months a year, so the owners don't get much downtime, to be honest. It's just him, his wife, and then me and Mrs. D doing the wardening part, helping out. And we only work 20 hours each a week, so that's only 40 hours in total between the two of us. So he's asked if we'd like to stay on during October, which fits in nicely with what we do, really, because if we went to Spain as soon as we finished at the start of October, we'd have to come back after our 90 days at about between Christmas and New Year, which isn't an option. So during October, we were just going to do some travelling in the UK, maybe thinking of heading up to Scotland or heading down south somewhere, and then travel over to Spain in November in any case. So we thought, well, okay, we'll stay put. It's free digs, free accommodation, we've got free electricity and water. The only thing we do have to pay for is our food to live. So that's the idea there. That's what we're going to do. We're probably going to stick it out till the end of October so they can go on holiday, have a bit of downtime themselves, and he can get some work done on his house, on his property, while me and Mrs. D look after the campsite when it's a lot quieter. Should still be a working holiday. So that's the end of the August update then. It's obviously down on the previous month, and there's a lot of stuff going down, but I'm going to look at June, September, October to try and ramp that back up, bring in a couple of new ideas, and then I'm going to try and sort of bring bigger new ideas in November, December, January when I've got more time on my hands. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the update. Gan canny.